Hey guys, welcome back. So today I have the honor of showing you guys a brand new product from Arsenal. By the time you watch this video, the rifle will be available on the market. The rifle I'm holding in my hands is the SAM7. Now you guys are probably saying, well, we've seen that rifle before and the thing cost $3,500. And you're right, you have seen it before and it did cost $3,500. That rifle was a US made rifle, including the receiver was US made. The rifle I'm showing you right now is a Bulgarian made rifle. That means it has a Bulgarian receiver, it has a cold hammer forged Steyr barrel that's chrome lined, and of course it's in 7.62 by 39. Just like its original predecessor, it has a side folding stock and it has an ambidextrous safety, meaning you can see that I'm operating the safety in a Galil style fashion with this lever right here. Has a redesigned pistol grip. Now the best part about this rifle, besides being Bulgarian made versus US made, is this rifle comes to market at $1,500 or less. As a matter of fact, the first 500 units being sold, which again will go on sale today, the day that I release this video, the first 500 units sold will retail for $1,349. So that's a substantial savings from the original rifle that they sold a few years back. So that's what we're going to take a closer look at today, the SAM7SF rifle.
The SAM7SF is built on a Bulgarian-made forged, then milled receiver. Not all milled receiver AKs are created the same. When Arsenal forges the receiver before milling it, they assure the highest possible quality of the final product. This rigidity is said to increase the accuracy and extend the service life of the rifle. Another feature that sets the SAM7SF apart from other AKs on the market is the Steyr technology employed in hammer forging and hard chroming the barrel. Both hammer forging and hard chrome lining extend the service life of the rifle's barrel, especially when shooting a steady diet of bimetal bullets, which are common in most import 7.62 by 39 ammo.
Because the rifle has a safety lever on the left-hand side by your thumb, with the stock folded, you can easily fire the rifle. Disengage the safety and fire.
The right-hand side folding stock is unique for a milled receivered AK and is something typically only found on stamped AKMs. The SAM7SF stock is very rigid when extended and positively locks in the folded position, much like an AKS-74 used stock.
Field stripping the SAM7SF is just like any other AK. First you want to make sure that the weapon's clear, and then you can take the dust cover off by pushing the thumb detent in the rear and lifting the top cover up. It's a very rigid, thick sheet metal top cover, typical of a Bulgarian AK. Inside you have your recoil spring, push forward and pull that out. Make sure your safety's down, pull your bolt carrier group to the rear. It'll slide out like that. You can pull your bolt to the rear, rotate it, push it forward, and the bolt will drop right out of the carrier. So now you have your carrier and bolt separated. The gas tube has a lever here that locks it in place. Lift up on that lever, and the gas tube will come up and out of the rifle. And that's all that's necessary to field strip the SAM7SF for standard maintenance. Inside the rifle, you'll notice the forged and milled receiver. It's nice and thick, of course very rigid, very nicely machined. It's a nice, clean looking rifle. It's very smooth, so it makes pulling the bolt to the rear very easy, very smooth. It's a nice operating AK.
I originally started my accuracy tests using the Romanian-made Red Army standard 123 grain ball ammunition. However, I found the best groups I could muster using this ammunition were between 3 and 4 inches. I moved over to the Wolf 123 grain hollow point ammo and had much better results. I loaded 20 rounds into the magazine and fired 5 5-shot groups at 100 yards. I wanted to get the barrel hot to see how it affected accuracy. The recoil of the rifle with the AK-74 type muzzle brake was very light, making the rifle quite pleasant to shoot. Since the SAM7SF is equipped with an accessory rail, I affixed an RS Regulate AK300 mount and a Bro BCO 4-power optic to the rifle. Since the rifle features a right side folding stock, you don't need to remove the optic from the rail to fold your stock for storage, which is another nice feature of the SAM7SF. The RS Regulate mount coupled with the exceptional optics of the BCO sight help to achieve the desired accuracy results from the Arsenal rifle.
So we're downrange at 100 yards after firing the rifle, and this is using 123 grain Wolf ammunition. The first group I fired is right here, and this group is about 1 3/4 inches. It's a 5-shot group. And you can see 1 3/4 inches. Now the second group I fired is right here, and this one opened up to about a little over 2 1/4 inches. It opened up to in the second group. The third group I fired opened up even more. Now the barrel's getting hot. This one opened up to about 3 1/4 inches for my third group, and then the last 5-shot group of the 20 opened up to about 3 3/4. So the rifle on a cold barrel will shoot 1.5 to 1 3/4 inch groups, which is very impressive out of an AK. Once you get past 10 rounds, and I was firing in rapid succession for a total of 20 rounds, once you get past 10 rounds, you start to get into 15 and 20 rounds being fired. The barrel's heating up and causing the groups to slowly expand. But actually, that's really impressive. I haven't test fired too many 7.62 by 39 millimeter AKs. They could shoot 1.5, 1 3/4 inch groups. Pretty nice. Having the safety by my thumb on the left-hand side of the receiver right here is really nice. I like the feature of the rifle. It's in a spot similar to where the Galil has its safety lever. I can quickly and easily manipulate the safety. It's not sticky whatsoever. If I have the rifle in safe like now, I can ready the rifle. I can take the safety off, charge it, put the safety back on, and go back to carrying the rifle. When it's time to shoot, I can quickly pop the safety off without doing it as I normally would by carrying the AK like this. I can just brush the safety off with my thumb and fire. Put it back on, take it off, and put it back on. All right, guys, it's time for some final thoughts on the Arsenal SAM7SF side-folding 7.62 by 39 rifle with a milled receiver. Overall, the quality, fit, and finish, everything about this rifle is absolutely perfect. It's one of the nicest AKs you can buy. Obviously, it's an Arsenal, which means top quality typically, and it's a Bulgarian-made rifle, which is simply one of the best manufacturers of AKs on the market. The rifle features, as I mentioned, a machine receiver. It also has a cold hammer forged Steyr barrel that's chrome lined. The rifle offers superb accuracy. I was really surprised to get 1.5, 1 3/4 inch groups with 120 grain or 123 grain Wolf ammunition. It's just not something I typically see out of a 7.62 by 39 AK. The finish is a beautiful military black, so it has a parkerized finish with a black painted finish on top of that. It's a traditional military AK finish. The side folding stock works perfectly. Looks really nice on the rifle. The length of the stock is a little bit longer. I would say it's something similar to a NATO length. It gives you a little bit longer length of pull, but it feels very good, works nicely with optics. It does have an optics rail on the left-hand side of the receiver. Of course, you also have the ambidextrous safety, something I really like. It works smooth, very smoothly. Doesn't take hardly any effort. I've seen bad implementations of this done on other rifles. Works very well on this Arsenal. So overall, I don't think you can beat the rifle, especially at the price point that it comes to market. At $1,500, it's still a good deal, but if you're one of the lucky few to get one of the first 500 at $1,349, that's just simply the best AK on the market right now, at least in my opinion. Great accuracy, outstanding fit and finish, and a great price. It certainly beats the $3,500, which was a bit salty even for me back in the day when they first came to market with them. Also, I do like this new redesigned contoured pistol grip. If you guys have any questions about anything you've seen in this video, you can always ask those questions on our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/military arms. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you guys soon.